Nikki Collins, coordinator of 1001 New Worshiping Communities, and I'm glad you've joined us to learn a little bit more about this movement. 1001 New Worshiping Communities was launched by the 220th General Assembly that met in Pittsburgh in 2012. The Assembly ignited a movement to start 1001 new worshiping communities across the denomination in a 10-year period. It was a bold and courageous challenge. It was a faithful commitment to the promise of the Spirit to continue to grow the body of believers in the world. Since that time, the Presbyterian Mission Agency has worked to build a team and a body of resources to support presbyteries and congregations as they seek to identify and train new leaders to reach whole new communities of men and women in their neighborhoods and beyond. And here's what's happening. We are more than halfway to our goal, having launched more than 550 new worshiping communities since 2012. And these new worshiping communities are changing the face of the Presbyterian Church USA. They are younger, more racially, ethnically, and socioeconomically diverse than our existing congregations. And they are made up largely of people who were not Presbyterian before they became part of a new worshiping community. It's clear that new worshiping communities are the most effective way to reach and form new disciples for Jesus Christ. In fact, 78% of the people who are participating in our new worshiping communities were not members of a Presbyterian church prior to that. But it's more than church shopping and church swapping. Studies show that 1 in 10 new members of an existing congregation, one that's over 15 years old, was previously unchurched or dechurched. But 44% of the people who are participating in our new worshiping communities say that they were not attending a church or were not of a Christian faith before they joined the new worshiping community. These new communities are breathing new life into existing congregations. When a church partners with a new worshiping community, they tell us that they experience a deeper commitment to their own prayer life, new energy and enthusiasm for trying things in different ways, and a clear sense of calling for how God can use them in the community and in the world. So what is a new worshiping community? How can you know if something that is bubbling up around you fits into our movement? We have a working definition. New worshiping communities are new. They are seeking to form new disciples and followers of Jesus Christ, and they are doing it in ways that fit the changing culture in which we are living. They are worshiping communities, gathered together by the Holy Spirit around word and sacrament, and sent by that same Spirit for service and transformation of the world. And they are communities. They focus on building care and accountability, love for one another, and they are working to build sustainable systems of leadership and financial stability. So how can the 1001 team help you and your presbytery identify and sustain new worshiping communities in your neighborhood? The Presbyterian Mission Agency has developed 5 key resources that you can take part in. First, we offer some assessment tools. We want you to have the opportunity to explore the gifts and sensibilities and sense of call that are necessary for planting a new church. Our website offers a quick assessment survey that you can spend 5 minutes learning whether or not you think you have some gifts and skills for new worshiping community leadership. If you choose to follow up with that, we will extend to you an invitation to one of our assessments. That is a 4-day experience where potential and discerning new worshiping community leaders participate in experiential learning, some research survey tools, gift instruments, and spend time with a trained group of assessors who will offer honest and valuable feedback about a person's suitability for the work of planting a new worshiping community. For congregations and mid-councils, our team will work with you on a day-long Exploring Missional Leadership Challenge, where we will provide for you the tools for you to understand your neighborhood and your gifts and callings for serving in new ways. Once a leader is involved in starting a new worshiping community, we don't want that person to serve alone. The 1001 movement has a network of coaches from all ethnic and geographic areas who are often skilled and experienced leaders in starting new worshiping communities or in serving presbyteries with a robust pattern of launching new worshiping communities. These coaches bring the insight and understanding necessary to walk alongside new worshiping community leaders, to help them bust through roadblocks, and to then build healthy and sustainable practices of leadership and faith formation. We offer numerous training opportunities for new worshiping community leaders and the presbyteries that support them through a system and schedule of regional and national training events throughout the year. These events are intended to equip leaders with the very practical skills necessary, from building a leadership team to developing a plan and the skills necessary to establish financial sustainability. In addition to our training gatherings, we have a program of apprenticeships and residencies where we place discerning potential new worshiping community leaders alongside a practitioner who is skilled and serving in an established new worshiping community. In this time, the potential leader has the opportunity to develop ministry plans of their own while serving alongside a seasoned church planter. And finally, funding. The Presbyterian Mission Agency and the Presbyterian Foundation have brought substantial resources to the direct funding of new worshiping community leaders through a system of grants. Since the beginning of this endeavor, the Mission Development and Responsibility Committee of the Presbyterian Church has awarded over $8 million in direct aid to fund new worshiping communities through our system of grants. Communities may first apply for a $7,500 seed grant to get the new worshiping community off the ground or explore possibilities. Following that, there are $25,000 growth and investment grants that are available for the continued startup of a new worshiping community. In addition, leaders of new worshiping communities are eligible to apply for $1,500 healthcare assistant grants to offset the cost of health insurance for new worshiping community leaders and their families. In addition to these grants, many new worshiping community leaders qualify for financial aid for service loans through the Presbyterian Mission Agency. These loans help offset the educational debt that often presents barriers for service to the church. So how do you find out more about 1001? You can visit our website and connect with one of our 4 regional associates who will work with you to answer questions and provide assistance on your journey. We're grateful for your interest in the 1001 New Worshiping Communities movement, and we are praying for you in your faithfulness as you follow where the Spirit is leading you. Grace and peace.